Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about new updates on UberEats. So during this time of year, all the gig platforms really start to roll out all different types of updates. Some are simply aesthetic, some are long overdue, some haven't happened yet, and there's a lot of speculation on it, and some may change how we get orders and some of the orders we actually may receive. So with that said, I want to go over the new updates that came up on UberEats, what they tell you versus how it actually is, what could happen in the near future, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over in this video may or may not be market dependent, and what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. Pickup and drop-off locations are distinguishable. So when receiving orders, it used to be where people would see just the overall route, the 2 stops or the however many stops there were, and you would kind of just infer what the pickup and drop-off points are based on the route you would take. Now they are making an effort to make them more distinguishable, which doesn't seem all that useful until you received a stacked order, which tells you exactly where the pickups and drop-offs are, how many pickups, how many drop-offs, and they even render pickup and drop-off as different colors and shapes. Now that can be really helpful when deciding if you want an order to begin with, because taking an order with 2 pickups and a drop-off is different than an order with 2 drop-offs and a pickup. Add-ons now show routes. So when you received an order on UberEats while you had a delivery still, they wouldn't show you the overall route. They would show you how far away you were from your pickup or drop-off point and where your next pickup would be sometimes. Now they will literally show you the whole thing. Pickup, drop off, how far away are you from the next stop, the route you will take, everything. This feature was long overdue, and honestly, I'm here for it. No more boost. So I used to get boost in my area every day, and while it would not equate to much value for me, it would at least be there. Now they don't have that at all in my area. But the weird thing is, it didn't affect my order flow or my pay per order all that much. I'm starting to question if they were putting anything in there at all, or are they just going to pay more in the base pay on a normal circumstance? I know, but I could dream, right? No more tip baiting? So there has been this image popping up, and Zach Drives Fast actually made a video about it, but I have been meaning to talk about it. Note, once your order is placed, your tip cannot be removed, but extra tips can be added.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Honestly, it's about damn time that they actually removed customers' ability to tip bait. Is this image even real? I don't know, but it has been circulating around social media for a while, so maybe it's finally coming to an end. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but I think it's about time we have some more stability on the apps in terms of the customers we work with. Earnings trends. So one of the things that have been brought up in my app is this see earnings trends page, right, where promotions and see driving time is on UberEats. However, it doesn't really show any information in terms of the earnings trends themselves, so it's too early to tell what it's actually gonna be like, but it's cool to know that it's coming. Stacked orders incoming. So on the customer side of things specifically, UberEats is getting a new feature which allows customers to check out with multiple carts at the same time without accruing the additional fee normally associated with making multiple orders. This means you can have multiple restaurant pickups, a restaurant convenience store pickup, or any other combination available in the app for stacked deliveries, all for one customer, which would explain a lot of the updates that we previously discussed. I'm not sure if there's going to be any kind of limitations for customers. I have yet to go over that specific article that I am talking about. But the real question is, how will that affect our pay and our tips? Not really sure. In my mind, I would think the larger the order, the bigger the tip. So with 2 orders at once, it should be bigger, right? Well, what if for some reason the app decides to split the order in 2 among 2 drivers? This actually happened to me when I placed a 7-Eleven order and a restaurant order at the same time. They split it up and said it was to get the order to me faster, which was fine because I had 2 separate tips for each of those orders, but how would that work when it's all one single order? Honestly, only time's gonna tell. I haven't tested it myself yet. What could this mean for drivers? It actually seems like they're trying to help drivers earn more consistently and be more transparent as a whole. No, they're not showing us the whole tips for a lot of orders, but are they trying to protect our personal interests? Maybe. Not too long ago, the CEO of Uber actually stated after testing the app himself how it sucked and the things that happened during the deliveries he actually hated. He even got tip baited and was really frustrated because he doesn't think he did anything wrong, which I don't think he did either. This could very well just be for PR, and I can't say for certain how things are going to go long term, but to be honest, I like how things are going so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next for UberEats updates. But what are your thoughts on the updates that we have talked about? Is there any other perspectives that I have yet to cover in this video? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that anybody and everybody that has anything and everything to say about any of the updates that have taken place, or even an update that I have yet to discuss, knows about it, and we can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way for all parties involved. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and as always, stay wild.